Matt with Mikey Designs here, creator of ActionSeps. Mike sent over this artwork and was having a little bit of trouble. He's a student of the ActionSeps course. This is a simple spot color job that he's trying to separate that does have some gradients over here. Generally what ActionSeps is for is doing simulated process photorealistic images. However, we can use it to quickly separate artwork such as this. I'm going to show you how I'd go about using ActionSeps to separate a piece of artwork like this. Now, he did request that the artwork be 13 inches wide. It's going on a white shirt, as you can see here. I opened the EPS that he sent over as 13 inches wide by 300 DPI. It is in RGB mode. So let's go ahead and we'll create a proof window. So that way we have something to compare our separations to. And lastly, I'm going to come over here to the layer and make sure we only have one layer, and that layer's name is layer 0. What we'll use, and I'll probably end up renaming this instead of it being start ActionSeps command error. I'll probably rename it spot color or something like that, because that's essentially what's going on when we hit start ActionSeps. It's looking for 7 to 8 different colors, and in this case we only have about 3 or 4 colors. So we're going to hit start ActionSeps command error. We'll grab our color bar, we'll go ahead and we'll hit place, and you see here in this color bar we have all those other colors it's searching for. So I'm just going to hit return on the keyboard, let it do its thing. So we'll hit stop. Now this is how it came out. I'm going to show you how to get this looking like this piece of artwork over here. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the t-shirt color to white, and all I did was double click on the t-shirt color layer, or a channel I should say. We'll hit OK and then OK. We're not going to have a white base because it's going on a white shirt. We don't have any blue in there. We do have red, lemon yellow, purple. We don't have green. We don't have turquoise. We won't need the cool gray nor the highlight white. We will, however, if we go back to the RGB view of our original art, we do have some black. So what I'll do is I'll come over here and click on create black line art. So we'll click on that. Now we'll come back up to our t-shirt color. We'll turn everything else on and we're one step closer. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to come over to this black. I'm just going to zoom in on it real quick, and we just want to make sure this is a true black. So we'll come down to adjust color right here, which will bring up our levels. We'll take this black selector and we'll select within this area here just to make sure it's 100% black. We'll take our white selector, select outside, make sure that's 100% white. We'll hit OK, and we can verify that by going to Window, Info, and bring up our info palette here. Now if I bring my mouse over the black area, you can see up here under the K, which stands for black, it is 100% black there. So we'll just go ahead and we'll close this. We'll go back up to our t-shirt color. We'll turn on our red. Let's hit Command 0 just to zoom out. Now we're not going to need red in this lemon yellow. Even though the separations pull it out as a lemon yellow, we're going to change that to be more like the t-shirt color here. So we'll come over, just make sure we have our eyedropper selected. We'll select inside this golden yellow color. We'll come over here to our swatch palette. We'll just click on that. And we're just going to grab this value right here. So I'm going to hit Command Copy. If you're on a PC, it would just be Control C. We'll hit Cancel. We'll come down here to our lemon yellow. We'll double click on that channel. We'll come over here to the color. We'll click on that. And we'll paste that value right here. So we have that exact value. Now, if you wanted to make this a PMS color, you could click on Color Libraries and it will give you the closest Pantone value from what you had selected from this this color here. But for now, we'll just use, we'll let the pressman decide what flavor of golden yellow to use here. So I'll hit OK, and we'll hit OK again. Now if we turn on our white shirt, you can see it is that golden yellow. However, what I want to do is come back over here. So if we turn our t-shirt color off, you'll see that this isn't 100% black. So let's go ahead and we'll make that 100% black. We'll click on adjust color, grab our black selector, select inside this area here. We can take our white selector, select outside here, just to make sure it's 100% black. If you want to keep this info palette open the whole time just to make sure, you can, but I've done this enough times towards where I'm confident in that this is going to be 100% black. So we're going to close that out. Next, we're going to come over to this red, and we want to get rid of some of this red that was simulating a golden yellow. So I'm going to come down here to my lemon yellow. I'm going to hold Command down. If you're on a PC, you just hold Control, and we're going to hover over the thumbnail here. We'll click on that. That will bring up our selection. Now we'll come over here to our red, and what we can do is we can come either to the adjust color and take our white selector and select that and hit OK. Then we'll hit Command D on the keyboard to deselect that. Another way you could do it, you could just fill it with white, but this seems to be, there's a couple ways you can do it, but for this example, we'll do it this way. Now I want to do one last thing because it does have some just faint black right here, so we don't want red right there in our black. Again, if we come up the window info, we hover over that, we see we got a 2% right there. So we'll come back to adjust color with our red channel selected. We'll hit adjust color, take our white selector, and we'll select that little bit of gray. We'll hit OK and hit Command 0 just to get a full view. So now that is all the red we're going to need in order to make that golden yellow, that transition. We'll turn on our black. And then last but not least, we need to deal with this purple. We need to make sure it is the correct purple. So we'll take our little eyelet color selector here. We'll select, let's go up to RGB here. We'll select that purple. Come back over to our swatch palettes. We'll grab that color value. Again, if you wanted a specific Pantone color, just click on color libraries and it will bring you to the closest value. We'll hit cancel on that and we'll go back to it. So we'll double click on that, click on color, and we're going to paste that value into our purple channel here. We'll hit OK. We'll hit OK again. And we're going to go back to our adjust color, which essentially is level. So if you went to image, adjustments, and levels, it's the same thing, but I have everything set up here so it's nice, fast, and easy. We'll grab our black selector, select inside of this purple, making it 100% black, and we'll grab our white, click outside, just to make sure that's completely white. We'll hit OK. I did forget to change the lemon yellow name to, let's just go ahead and we'll call that golden yellow. We'll hit OK. So we'll go to our t-shirt color, turn our red on, turn our black on. In this case, I probably would do the black first, then the red, then the golden yellow, and the purple. And there you have it. It is looking pretty fantastic. If you wanted to dial in this red a little more, you could come over here, just select your red channel, Go over to adjust color and take away or add as much red as you want. As you're on press, this red may become a little brighter, so you may want to pull it back just a little bit, and it still probably would end up looking like this. But initially you could start out with the way it is exactly here. And from there, the next thing I would do, I would just go ahead and save this file. So we'll save it as a PSD, and I'm just going to save this to my desktop for now. And we can get rid of this t-shirt color, and we can save it either as an EPS or a Photoshop document. With the Photoshop document, it's still going to have all of these spot colors. If you want to save it as an EPS, we'll just select our RGB here, and we'll just throw that in the garbage, or we'll just right click and delete those channels. And we can come over here, back to save as, and select Photoshop DCS2, and that will just save only the separations as an EPS. And I do have a command down here to do just that, to do those steps, to make it fast and easy. Depending on if you're on a PC or a Macintosh, what version of Photoshop you have, sometimes these can give you a little bit of an error because you may or may not have that ability to save it as a DCS2, just depending on your format of your computer and the version of Photoshop you have. So let's go ahead, we'll save this as an EPS, and I'm going to send both of these over to Mike. Mike wanted to see how this worked, so here you go, Mike. That's how I would go about doing it. I know you did mention putting in a little bit of a spread on the black, but as long as your registration is nice and tight, I don't think you should have any problems. If you want to go in there and spread this purple a little bit so you've got a little bit of wiggle room, go ahead and do that. Thanks for tuning in. If any of our students have any questions, feel free to email me or go to the ActionSeps members group. And if you haven't gotten ActionSeps just yet, I have a link down in the description for my YouTube audience and subscribers. I'll have a coupon code for you to get it for $99. Otherwise, it's $200, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned a little something, and we'll see you in the next video.